excited. Let's bring the energy.
We didn't get to talk about the money-minded, Ryan. The primitives. My favorite part.
You know what? To be honest, I feel like I'm not over here. Come here. There we go. There we go.
What are you doing? What are you doing, buddy?
Hey, you know, to be honest, I don't like the whole primitive talk. Like, I don't want anyone in chat to feel like, oh my God, they're talking to me. I'm a primitive.
Well, they're a dime a dozen.
You're right. Like all of you bitches are a dime a dozen, but you mean more to me than a dime. You mean more like 15 cents.
2 bits.
2 bits? Is that 15 cents?
No, I think that's a quarter.
All right, we have a really big show tonight. This has been many, many moons before we've been graced with the
I dressed up for it.
I see that. All right, let's start it. Let's start officially.
What?
Welcome to LeafCast, a first-time reader show based on the epic fantasy series of Wheel of Time by Robert Jordan. My name is Ryan, and I am currently so thrilled I'm beside myself.
I'm beside you. Hi, I'm Ryan's brother Dan, and my chosen are always the strongest. My hand moves, and we are the way of the leaf. This is the LeafCast.
This is episode 131, I believe I said. Yeah, so 131. That's so many episodes. I was going through the playlist. Brother Dan, there's many errors, but we'll figure them out. So many errors.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on there. Right?
Yeah. Brother Dan's his last name is plausible deniability. It's what he's all about.
Oh gosh.
All right. Well, hey, what's that, Brother Dan?
I was gonna say you'd like to think that.
Yeah. But I do. One of the worst transitions ever. I'll take that on the chin, Brother Dan. My bad.
That's all right. 131 times, we can get it right.
Be sure to smash our like button and subscribe to our channel.
Right there. Oh.
Oh.
Books and faces.
Okay. And Mogideon had a very hard dream. Amen.
Amen.
I was a tough dream. Oh, I have a hair on my camera. Sorry.
I thought it was a stiff dream.
Okay, all right. Already,
Flushable.
Garden's ripe and ready. Flushable deniability.
Right off the bat.
I missed you too, MaTsDaGger. Thank you.
MaTsDaGger.
KGrox too.
You guys are amazing.
KGrox. Yeah,
Kay's
she's like, you know what, guys? I caught up.
Caught the fuck up.
What do you think?
Guess
What do you think? And we were like, what? Yes, hell yes.
I think she surpassed us even.
I almost did. Actually,
Fart Vader?
What's up, Effie?
Not that much. Fart Vader.
Fart
We
Vader.
are glad you are here.
Whataholic, what's up?
Yeah.
So good to
What up,
see you.
Whataholic?
Tell you
Village
we
Mattress.
said hello. We love her. We miss her. We love you guys.
We are doing some pretty fun chapters, I think.
I agree.
I agree.
I agree. Yeah. I had so much fun.
Yo.
All right. Oh, we got another.
Whiny.
What's happening?
Hell, we'll get into it, but yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
The
We have
joy.
what is going on? Another super chat. Village Mattress. Thank you so much.
Village Mattress. Ryan,
See,
didn't you have a music?
Exactly the point.
What's that, brother?
Didn't you have music? Special music at one point?
Special music for what?
For
Super chats?
I like the music of Joshy's light bulb.
I don't
I
know.
thought you had like a special like.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. That's another. You're.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Bella Hearts.
What just happened?
Nice.
Ooh, no.
That wasn't me.
All right, everyone drink.
All right,
Everyone drink.
I'll drink to that.
That's
Sinan?
awkward. That's a little
Feels like
awkward.
we're having a reunion.
Who's that? Hot?
Village Mattress, this is late for you. I'm
Who is
so
that,
glad
Hottie?
that you are here, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Stove.
All right. Do you want to jump?
I promised KSI and I we would get up to 30 viewers. So
30.
we now have
me.
11. Normally I say let's double it, but now we need to triple it for KSI and I. We
Tweet
need
it
to
out. Share
come on.
it with your
Yeah,
pals.
let's go.
And don't
Yeah.
forget to pop it that like button.
Tell your hide your kids, hide your wives.
Pop it that like button.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Hey, by the way, my wife was flying. We were flying home from California. She was not able to sit next to me because I demand leg room, and I was in an exit row, and she has a boot and broken leg, so she was not able to sit in the exit row. The person she was sitting next to was reading The Great Hunt.
Really? Cool.
Yes.
Was he hotter than you?
He asked his partner for the book, and the partner responded, "What, The Wheel of Time?" And he said yes, and the guy said, "Oh yeah, here." And Grace said, "Are you kidding?" And they're like, "What?"
Are you effing kidding me?
And so she was telling the guy about our show, and the guy next to him was like, "Here, I already found him on YouTube. I'll send it to you so you'll have it."
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, let's check how many subs we got. I don't think we got
I
any
hope
subs.
no, but maybe he's on now. Maybe he's just shy.
That's so much fun. That is so amazing. That
That's
you
awesome.
Hi, airplane
love
guy.
people
If
like
you're going
that.
from LAX to Detroit,
It feels
That
very
was us.
simulation theory, doesn't it?
Right? Yeah.
Feels
All right,
very
Elon.
sim-
All right, Elon.
What is it? What is it?
Oh, Elon Sedai.
Elon said I, yeah.
Wow.
Wait, is Elon Musk
would be?
Is he a simulation theorist?
He is, yeah. That's one of the theories as to why he's gone so insane, is that he just thinks it's a simulation, and therefore he's at the middle of it all. A little
Okay.
solipsism mixed in, you know?
I thought it was like the blueness of his balls.
It's the blueness of his balls.
It's either ketamine or simulation theory, I think.
Okay.
Ketamine
Or just money going to your fucking
Or
head.
Money going. Yeah, right. The green brain. It's like
Plus, he wants
saturation.
all the kids.
Swole.
He wants to
Swole.
have all the kids. Like he wants to make so many.
Oh, he's like Angelina Jolie. That's adorable.
Oh, he's just right.
Well, no, she picked up. She rescued. She.
I know it's very
she's like the
different.
rescue
I
animals.
personally don't. I know I don't really like her, but that's very different than Elon
Yeah.
Musk in a way that I don't
Alright.
like him.
Really, he wants one of his subordinates to be like, Elon, you have a plethora of kids, and he goes, do you know what a plethora is? And he's like, yes, Senor Musk, I do know what a plethora is.
Do you know what the plethora is?
Do you know what a plethora is? Yes. You do not know what a
Of course
plethora
I do.
is?
You do not know what the plethora is?
Ryan, actually, there was
Three amigos, people. Come on.
I know.
a friend of mine. A friend of mine had passed away, and I walked up and I
Oh no.
stood at the podium and I said plethora, and I walked down. His wife stood up and embraced me and said, "It means a lot."
I mean, oh shit.
Pretty good. Not wrong.
Ah!
So happy you told us that story.
Oh shit! Oh my god!
And then another time I walked up and
So
I
I've seen
said,
him.
You ruined Ryan, I think. Damn.
Yeah, I think he's.
No,
He's
that
broken.
was the first like actual joke brother has ever said. There's a beginning, a middle, and an end. It was like it climaxed. I'm like I'm cleaning
No,
up.
Ryan, that was you that climaxed. Not brother.
Yeah, and
Something
I'm
else.
cleaning up. It was that good. It was that good.
why his head went out of frame for so long.
Just for so
Yeah.
long.
Talk
We've
about
just
head.
seen it up over
Thanks. It means a lot.
It means a lot. Dan,
You know, it's so funny. It goes full circle. I can't say it.
seriously, like Dan's wife's gonna see Gray's D Mama is gonna see Dan walking like tomorrow morning, and she's gonna be like, "Yeah, you said the plethora joke," and he's like, "Oh yeah, I said the pleth."
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
And it got
nailed
a
it,
lot of blood.
nailed it.
Whole lot.
Howie Stevens knows what's up.
You might say.
He said infinity. His wife thanked me. That means more than you know. Well, I did walk up and say Earth, and she thanked me and said that means the world.
That means the world to me. Yeah,
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. Yeah.
brother Dan, K-Slice is here.
I know. I love it. You look great. You sound great. You got a cool
Thank
you.
corner. Your hair looks
Thank you
on
much.
Yeah,
fleek. I think.
Well,
no
it's
one
my hair. I've been working on it a while, so you know,
yeah.
obviously my own hair. So I'm pretty proud.
Yeah, it's obvious.
How we've
very
gotten
obviously your
along.
own hair. It's not a wig, not a wig at all.
Not every day you have such a good hair day. So thank you.
It's true.
It's very
for
domesticated.
having me, though. I'm really grateful to be here though because I missed you guys so much.
We missed you, too.
Oh, we
Do you know that Josh, every day is a good hair day for Josh, but no one knows.
I do
No
know
one
this
knows.
because I've seen Under the Beanie.
Yeah.
And I do know
we don't talk about this. Hey, cut the stream. Cut the stream.
Cut the street. Cut the.
We don't. What is happening?
You know, also, can I just say one thing? I mean, I was gonna say it on my way to this
All
part, but I have a
Guys?
list for you guys. Uh-oh.
That was a
wants to know, where is the fucking tiara?
breach of contract.
Where is the fucking
It
tiara?
wasn't me. Breach of contract, Ryan. Oh, but say you're sorry.
Hi, I'm the problem. It's me.
No, I'm sorry. It's not true. It's not you.
Ryan.
Nobody gets it.
Ryan.
right.
Did he?
right.
Oh, did he
Oh,
pause?
good.
Oh, didn't snap out of it?
Did Ryan just do a
Did
what
he use
Senator?
ketamine?
Yeah, I was Mitch McConnell.
Did he hold dry?
Yeah, were you Senator Mitch McConnell there for some
We had
reason?
a very good meeting in
Nice.
Stop.
Everything's all long.
Stop.
Or is that nitrous long?
Don't. I don't want to laugh.
All right. Wait, you're on time, Jason.
Jason Harley,
you're the most.
You're actually
You're the
all
most
right,
on
all right.
time you've been. And
Ryan, let's start it up.
You're always on time.
Welcome to the Way the
I
Leaf,
can't speak for them, but I can.
guys.
For no-
We haven't started yet, to be honest, Jason.
No,
Yeah, but we're like just getting started.
As powerful
Hey.
as Sidime.
Guys, say hi to Kay. Kay, say hi to everyone in the chat.
Hi, everyone.
She's here.
Hi, everyone in the chat.
Some hot bitch you got on those.
All right, so I promise we're gonna get 30 people on stream for Case tonight. So let's everyone, you know what to do.
Yeah, go get.
Create those get those burner accounts going.
Yeah,
I
someone
have
buy
the
some bots, would you?
tiniest technical difficulty. I just have to tend to for one.
Okay, yeah.
No,
And
not
then
a plethora of moments. How about that?
Poquito.
The opposite of a plethora. All right. I miss her already. Gosh.
Yeah, so much.
All right. So I guess, do you want to jump in to this shit?
So did we
I'm
leave
ready.
off at the end of chapter 20?
Yes,
Three
we're starting
weeks
chapter
ago?
21. Mm-hmm.
So that was when we saw the mysterious man with using the true power, right? At the end?
Correct.
Right. Who now we know most likely is Moradin. Given what we've learned in these chapters, I think.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
who obviously has to be a Forsaken, another reincarnated Forsaken, most likely, since only like Gideon can count like on 2 hands how many non-Forsaken have been given access to the true power. What did it say? 29 others.
Right.
What a oddly specific number.
It was, yeah, a very specific number. But I guess she has a good
Was
memory.
that in all time, or was that currently?
I think in all time.
Okay.
In her lifetime.
Okay. All right, we got it. All right, Perineum, you get a point.
All right, bring out the alts.
I love everyone's picture. That his YouTube icon is amazing.
It is amazing.
Wait, is 29 2 hands? What are we talking about?
I said on 2. I think she can count them on 2 hands, but no, it's more like two hands and a couple of feet. A couple of hands that she severed from other people's bodies in Omen Garden.
Yummy.
Or a couple
it's not.
Trollic hands.
I mean, you're not counting each finger. I mean, you can just count them on your hand. You're like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You know,
right?
It works. Thank you, Reese. I think you're an amazing start.
Right. Yeah, that's what your parents said.
And
then you disappointed them every year subsequently.
Chapter 21 is called Swoven Nights.
Swoven Nights, baby.
I've had a couple Swoven Nights.
All right, yeah.
Back in
So
the
I've
army,
definitely swoven back home and be like, what?
Oh, I was talking swollen, like you're talking.
You're
like swoven.
That's what I was saying. Like, yeah, like you're talking like swollen, like you're like pounding ass.
Swole.
Yeah. Okay. Pounding ass.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, you were in a dress.
This is yeah, no sweat. No, yeah. I mean, take that masculinity. I'm pounding ass wearing a dress. Matt is walking. It's a party town, right? Swoven Nights. Hey guys, what are you guys doing at Swoven Night? Oh, I don't know. We got an Airbnb and we're just gonna. I don't know. We got a couple cases of Natty Light. Someone I think is bringing mushrooms, and we are swovening out, baby. But Matt is fighting off kidnappers and bandits all over the place, killing people.
Hello, so sorry. But my laptop was legit gonna fucking just die. So.
Die.
You're the best.
Die. Like, die. So, yeah. Glad that I'm definitely not.
Good catch.
Here.
Okay, Brother Dan, you're being called out. You're not Willow. How do you feel about that?
No, no, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Who could be Willow? I mean, Willow.
You are not them.
No.
I'm not trying to be anyone. I gotta be me. My Brother Dan from the Way of the Leaf, and I'm hashtag what does it say? Puppet
Kay's
power.
back.
Puppet power.
Nobody can be Willow. Willow is a
Puppet rights, rather.
person of the moans.
Yeah, Brother Dan, what rights are we striving for, Brother Dan?
I don't know. The right to, I don't know, wear a dress.
Not be called a puppet of something else? Like, yeah, we're puppets.
Some ass. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're trying to change We're trying to we're reclaiming that adjective and turning it into a positive. It's you're a puppet of the White Tower. That means that you probably are entertaining. You earn charity money all the time. You
obviously.
You hang out with KayK Sedai. I mean, all good things, right? Puppets are good.
Also,
speaking of hanging out with KayK Sedai, where's Mistress Dovie? Where's our peeps?
I don't know. I just texted her, to be honest. So I was like, hey, bitch, guess what? And you're not here.
All right, what are we? Rosa, what is happening? Sorry to derail, but there's a preview scene of season 2 on season 1. What is that?
5440. That's so specific.
54.
All right,
Wait,
all right.
season
Googling.
Why would season? How do we do
What do you know?
season 2?
Because
Are you wait? Huh? What show are we talking about, Josh? I feel like we're not allowed to talk about the
Wheel of Time, I'm assuming.
How is there a season 2? Season 2?
all right, so forget it.
Season 2 preview scene in season 1. At the end of the episode.
Oh,
Yeah.
see, I stop and my brain just shorts out part of the sentence.
All right, guys, let's get all right. Quote.
So I don't.
Quote.
Thank you.
He fingered a hilt under his coat. What?
Yeah.
What else is under your coat?
A hilt?
Under your coat? Like you never done that on the train?
But when you
You've never done that on the bus?
If you're not careful.
Fingered a hilt beneath your coat?
Hey, the bus is bus.
All right.
Bus.
Hey Josh, which page are we on? Hey Josh, can I cheat off of you?
Chapter 21.
We're just like on the
page
second
1.
page.
Damn it! Encourage me.
So I do love how this chapter starts out with it's like Matt's actually in the process of killing people, but it doesn't start with that. It starts with this night scene, and then 2 dogs bark, and one of them yelps and falls silent, like as he slaughters one of these guys.
Right.
It's just beautiful. It's how do I describe it? It's like
A Monet, a Picasso.
a Picasso.
Right.
No, not like a painting, but
All right.
the way that
the
it's-
garden.
oh my God, Ryan.
A beautiful poem, a sonnet. I know you're not going to
Josh,
tell me.
please,
You're just
please,
thoroughly
please,
annoyed
please.
because yep.
Continue,
What is-
Josh.
what is-
Continue.
Way to interrupt the show about how interrupted the show has been, buddy. I love it.
But this is genius. Yeah.
I do love it. A lot of authors would have been like, it started off with Matt wiped the knife on the man's coat. And just something like that. You know.
It's a
Gnome and
distraction.
Garden. It's okay if it takes 20 minutes to get through one page because we're entertaining, man. We're fun. And you know it. That's why you're here.
smiling. You're smiling. We know you're smiling. You know you're
why you're
smiling.
here.
Come on.
I see your little face.
Come on.
smiling.
I'm
I
a
see
wrestler.
you.
Come on.
I'm
Noogies.
All right,
yeah.
then let's just have a drink and just get to page 2.
I'm pinching your weenus.
All right, so go on, Josh.
The word's still not coming to me, but kind of like a distraction. It's like he's talking over here, but like the action's happening over here.
Uh-huh.
Like the opposite of a fourth wall.
Yeah. Maybe the word will come to me. Let's continue. But
I like how it's written. It's
I feel like I nailed it though, Josh. I don't think you need to think any further.
no, you're right. You're
I
right.
feel like
You
I
nailed it.
nailed that concept.
Josh K is here. Don't think.
No thinking anymore.
Yeah, stop. Turn that
It's a
shit
no-
off.
It's a no thinking territory. We just go on.
Thinking
Let's go
territory.
on.
I do love that there's a cat mentioned in the second paragraph too, like first sentence right after the dogs fight. I don't know what the symbolism of that is exactly. And is this the beggar that is the High Dark Friend that he's taken out?
All right, so that's a good question.
Well, let me ask you: it is suggested that Matt was perhaps going to be the victim of a kidnapping here? It says, "quote A large jute sack lay near one outstretched hand. The fellow certainly had been optimistic about what they would find in his pockets. The thing could have covered him from head to knees."
Yep.
Who are these guys?
They're dark friends from what's his face from the White Cloak. It's been too many weeks. I've lost the information.
Wait, Valda?
Yes. No. Wait. Valda? Not Aemon.
Is it Valda?
That's the main White Cloak. Wait, isn't that the main White Cloak guy?
Carradine.
Not the main White Cloak.
Carradine.
Oh yeah, Karen.
Lady Cheyenne This is the beggar that Lady Cheyenne deferred to until the end of the chapter, where she gave the respect to Carradine that she always gave to him when he kind of comes down on her really hard. In chapter
Is that a drinking
15.
obligation? I think we need to drink on that. If she comes down on her really hard?
She comes down on her
right.
really hard.
Jesus,
There's
Josh.
a dancing K.
And the K dances.
All right.
Continue.
We get the dice rolling here too in his head, and they continue rolling. And I think that this points to the fact that the dice that have been rolling this whole time are about the kidnapping and are about the Dark Friends hunt of Matt that was initiated 6 chapters back. Because, you know, he's like, through these 6 chapters, he's kind of like, what the fuck? Why did the dice keep rolling? And eventually they do stop. I think once he interacts with...
I like the rolling around in his head, though. Anyway.
Right.
With Brigitte.
Brigitte, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
When they agree to go drinking, right?
Right.
Yeah,
right.
they go drinking. But he hears them all the way up until then.
Oh, no. It's when he's talking to Elaine and Nynaeve.
Okay.
Afterwards, when he's all hungover.
In the morning, next morning?
And they say, hey, and they make the agreement. They apologize. They say, you're going to stay at the palace.
Right.
And then he's like, why'd you stop now, weirdos?
Right.
All right. Well, yeah. Well,
why? So
what do you think about that, Josh? Like, so we clarified all that. What do you think?
I have some notes about it when we get there, I think.
Okay.
So
he goes back to his room at the Wandering Woman.
Who is this Illuminator that we haven't met?
Ooh, good
yes.
I was wondering.
Sure.
Is it going to be Eludra again? Are their paths going to cross again? I don't know. I mean, it would make sense.
Yeah, he does mention the Illuminators for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's been thinking about it for a while. This is the first time we've seen the Night Flowers, but he's been thinking about wanting to catch up with one for almost the entire book, I think.
Well, he was like saved by one earlier, right? Like,
well, he saved Eludra, and then her fireworks allowed them to storm.
Right? Yeah.
The Stone of Terror.
So so it's like he saw like the potential, right?
Yeah. And Matt likes things that go boom.
He does.
He does.
Yeah.
Why not?
Loud, boom, disruptive.
Jesus.
So he gets back to the place. He's told there's a gilded lady in his room.
Yeah, he's like, what the?
He's all gilded lady. What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
He goes in. It's Brigitte.
Okay, so one of my favorite scenes, of all the shows is this right here, Matt and Brigitte. And
he's
then
like,
they go drinking.
He's like, I remember you when I blew the horn.
And she's like, I was afraid. So she goes, I was afraid you would remember me. Why was she afraid would remember him? Like,
I was wondering the same thing. That was actually a question that I had for you because I listened to this chapter. Well, this specific part stood out to me, anyways. A couple.
It happens.
Really, it's so much. It's so good, and that part was like they're going drinking, but like, well, what? Why does that?
She didn't want anyone to know who she was, and more people have found out, and she thought that if Matt figured it out before they had a tete-a-tete, that he would decry it loudly, and that people she didn't want to would find out. That was how I interpreted it.
Okay, I hear that. But did she have an understanding of Matt's abilities before that? Like she was like, why was she afraid Matt would know above everyone else? Right? You know what I mean?
Because he's the horn. He blew the horn of Valere.
Oh, so she
showed up.
Oh, there you go. Nice.
Right.
Yes. And he reminded her,
but that's why. But why? But I don't. I know that's what happened. But why was she worried that he would be surprised to see her there just because they had met before?
Because she's not supposed to be in the real world.
Yeah, because because he saw her like flying around.
Before, and she's not even like supposed. Okay, thank
So her cover story is she's a hunter of the horn named Diljeet, who looks a lot like Diljeet and has a silver bow and dresses all the same and has a cool braid and all that stuff.
Yep.
But she's the actual Diljeet. And Matt's like, I know you. She's like, yeah, I was worried about that. But you have your own secrets. You haven't told him that you blew the horn now, have you, buddy? He's like, oh, no. She's like, hey.
You want to start sharing secrets?
Yeah, let's go get a shithouse fucking drunk.
All right, so
let's go tell some secrets.
So Sky Scroll, Sky Scroll says, Diljeet was afraid Matt would remember because she was internally conflicted about people expecting a hero, and she was just a woman who was losing her memories of her previous lives. That is a great reminder of like her like internal like conflict, which is true, and which makes Diljeet amazing, like because she does have like thousands of years of experience as they're just like falling through her hands like sand, right? So that it's fascinating. Good job. Thank you, Sky Squirrel.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree as well. And for that, I will say a surefire drinking obligation. Quote: "Make them come."
Yeah, thank you, Howie. I agree. I agree. The loss, and I hope that they really get into this. The loss that she feels wasn't just like she was like expelled from her like continuous like light, all the lives she used to living, but like she was like she lost Gato Kane, like she lost her lover. She was in an unending loop, but her lover was with her every step of the way. Yeah. So it didn't like so she would see like an ugly baby. She's like, oh, that's my baby. It's like I'll just wait 30 years and have sex. Anyway, let's get into it. But yeah,
I do love that he doesn't. That what triggers his memory is her holding his bow. Oh. He walks in and she's holding the bow.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
And that's what triggers the memory. I just thought it was another cool kind of
the silver bow
coincidence, you know.
I do really enjoy as Village Mattress pointed out. No, I was sidetracked. Okay.
Yes, which is funny because I'd be like, I'll look at Kay and be like, hey, babe, what's up? And like, really though, babies are ugly.
Not if it's your baby. These are non-parents talking.
Seriously, these are people that are not parents.
Sorry.
I mean, all babies are ugly. When you look at your own baby, I feel like, some parents do have that ability to go, yeah, my baby's not the cutest. But
that's an ugly baby I made.
He just got bumped and bruised all the way down the channel.
The chute, the chute,
into the world. That's a lot. So let's give her a few days. And
then sometimes you go down the water slide and you just come out bruised. Like
smash your head on every single bone and ligament that is in the way. On the water slide, obviously. So, get rid of those bones and ligaments on the water slide.
Did we lose Brother Dan? Brother Dan, yes,
I feel
and this.
May have, but
come on.
Also, I feel like there was something else that was.
No, that pulled me back. I kind of got PTSD. I did have an event on a very large slide where my head went boom, 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 boom.
Oh no! So your little innards just got all.
Was that at Wet and Wild in Vegas?
I fractured my C4 and C5.
Oh yeah.
I had a rod. This rod here.
Oh, you had the Frida Kahlo rod?
I had the Frida Kahlo rod.
Yeah. Show the rod, Dan, with your.
Show your rod, Dan. Thank you.
So this, I would just.
We might want to move on. Yeah. Yes. That
so the old tongue. Speaking of rods, we have lots of old tongue.
Actually, this is pretty interesting too because he tries to fake it out.
He does.
And what does she say?
Some people speak a few words, a phrase or two, because of the old blood, usually without understanding what they say or not quite. But you, One sentence you're in the Roni High Priest, and the next the First Lord of Manetheren. Accent idiom perfect.
All right, so like there are two things happening.
What I was gonna say, Josh.
All right, so there are two things happening here. One is she's like, oh, some people just say a couple of phrases because of the old tongue.
Old blood.
Old blood.
It happens,
like,
Ryan.
No, but like I think that's a metaphysical truth. Let's talk about this. Like, why is
like
that?
Just slip out because it's like evolved. It's like evolution. Like it's evolved throughout their different lifetimes. Is that the similarity that we're?
I don't know. Is old blood like just genetic like memories?
Like
is
you
it
have like
is it epigenetic?
Deja vu.
I think so. Epigenetic memories.
Life for another life.
Okay.
It's the alien. It's the alien magical genome that was created several turnings ago.
It's the Wheel of Time sim theory, okay?
Is this the Wheel of Time Sims? Okay. Yeah, Josh, that's fascinating. All right, so yeah, epigenetic memories.
Or just reincarnation.
Yeah, I feel like that's just
could be.
So Josh, what do you think? Do you think every Two Rivers folk, let's just go back to the book one. Every Two Rivers folk we met, are they just like playing out like different storylines from different? Like, are they just like? Is this one? Is each individual just playing out one genetic memory? Like each life is like a corollary of one person, or is it? You know what I'm saying? Like, is every Senbui like playing out like the Senbuis of the past? Is it one soul that makes Senbui where we meet him, or is it? You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, I don't know what you're saying.
I'm sorry. I know. Fuck.
I don't get it.
I want to quit.
Anyone else
just
curl
up in a ball and stuff.
I think what he's trying to say is similar to how Rand is the reincarnation of a past dragon. But Rand is not actually Manetheren, just to be clear.
No, but is each person like playing out one soul? Is it like one soul lineage that like you recreate?
Let's look at the information. Let's look at the information we have. Mogideon, a hero of the Horn, is reincarnated over and over again as someone who kind of fulfills the same role, and it continues to be a hero. But
she's chosen.
Is that exactly? Is that a byproduct?
Go on.
You go on. You obviously want to talk. Go ahead.
Well, yeah. Thank you. Yeah. So Mogideon is like recreating herself, but also I'm talking about like minor POVs. Like everybody we ever meet, are they just playing out?
I don't think so. That's what I was trying to say. Let's look at the information that we have. We have Rand, who's a special case. We've got. I don't think we know enough about the Forsaken to say whether they've even been reincarnated, because they've lived for 3,000 years. But no, I don't think that like Tinkers or Aiel necessarily come back as the same person over and over again in the same role. If that's what you're asking. That doesn't make any sense. No.
Well, I mean, but maybe it's like the whole like idea of like Hinduism, like where you iterate on your life. You correct things and you come back better.
Yeah, the Anatman concept. Yeah.
What do you want to say, Kay?
No, I was reading Willow's comment. Agenor was experimenting with genetics. Probably wasn't the first. The old blood might be intentionally genetically. Yeah, I can't put it up. Thank you. Intentionally genetically engineered genetic memory from the AOL. I don't know exactly what that means, but I think that it's along the same lines.
We're on the same page, Willow, basically.
Right? Like that's kind of
and I do like this comment from Ois for opposite.
Nice.
I love it.
Nice.
All right, Brother Dan, you're muted.
I coughed. I was coughing. And I went. I did it.
But you really did. So you're like.
It was so great. It was perfectly timed because we're just all.
All right, String Flame said, we know epigenetics should turn off and on genes, maybe even ones and zeros, baby. Okay, I'm confused. I'm sorry. Sorry.
All right. Let's not get too off. Yeah, too much.
It's
too much. So yeah, Matt and Brigitte are off to go paint the bar red.
Oh my gosh! Yes, paint the bar red.
Paint the bar red, and I imagine that they are going to. Once they share these secrets, I imagine that they're going to talk a lot here. You know. And this is why Matt, I think, is a little cautious when he wakes up in this next point of view, where when Elaine and Nynaeve are there, he's like, "What'd she tell you?" He's like, "Yeah, just that you want to stay." I'm sorry. So that's where we're at now. Nynaeve is hanging out. She's with Elaine, just waiting. Elaine starts getting kind of silly. She starts like dancing around. She's kind of skipping. Brigitte comes in drunk as a freaking skunk. We do have a drinking obligation. This is a negative use of our puppetry, Ryan. So a drinking obligation.
Yep. Oh.
Quote, she'd be a puppet from then on. Strings pulled from the dome of truth.
Chills. I have a Way of the Leaf mug here I'll be sipping out of. Speaking of the Dome of Truth, I have a merch Did I say this already? I have a merch recommendation for you.
Dome of Truth, yeah.
Okay, so Josh, we need to sell Josh beanies with Dome of Truth. Across the Josh beanie. Right? Dome of Truth.
Dome of Truth.
Josh beanies with Dome of Truth. I called him that a long time ago. I was like, "You're a Dome of Truth." And he is. So Josh beanies with Dome of Truth seems very fitting.
It works. Works for me.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So they talked to Julian and Tom a little bit. Brigitte comes in drunk. They're like, "How dare you?" She's like, "Well, fuck. I'll do what I want." And apparently it's not supposed to work this way. But because Elaine figures it's because of the same gender that, I guess because you guys, all you female folk, all your like menstruations link up and stuff. It's all about that. That you probably, when one gets drunk, then the other one. That's what woo-woo girls are, right? It's just like this.
Right, yeah.
Blanket alcohol that goes through one to the other.
I think this is the plot of the new Barbie movies.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Maybe. I had so much fun. So much fun listening to this. I listened to it. I didn't read it this time. But it was so much fun because, she's just like, Elaine's like, "Oh my God, I have to concentrate so hard to not be drunk. Are you serious?"
Yeah, and she was actually so silly.
It's so funny, the exchange, but then it's also really funny because on Audible, Kate Redding does a really good job of like doing both parts, and she does like this little bit of slurry. If you haven't heard it, you should go back and listen to this
she's
chapter.
Killing it. Yeah,
she kills this scene, and this is one of my favorite scenes in the whole thing. Yeah, she's like, "Still feel tipsy." And she like does this little slurry thing, and it's an obvious drunken. It's so great. It's so funny, and she changes her inflection and her tone just enough between the two. I was in hysterics. Anyway,
so I love the Dance of the Spears. Is the one dance that Avienda is willing to do with Wetlander Man.
Where's that?
Avienda had said there was only one dance she was willing to do with Wetlander Men, which made Tylen blank uncertainly.
They even drunk Bestlin under the table.
Yep. Okay, did you guys catch the reference to Sleeping Beauty in here?
Oh, what?
she wanted this is
Okay, if I didn't, I'm really mad at myself. So
she wanted to sleep for a year, to forget worries until land wakened her with a kiss like the Sun King with Talia.
Okay.
Gosh. Drop the mic.
No
Josh,
drinking. Sorry.
Drop the.
Wow.
So Brigitte is pretty much just tells Nynaeve and Elaine, hey, he just wants an apology. He saved you in the Stone of Tear. And Avienda's like, oh, he did? Then you got tow, babies. And they're like, what? We probably could have, I don't know. We maybe could have done it. And Elaine's like, no, man. Yeah, we got tow. Damn, we got fucking tow. We gotta fix this. All right, we'll go apologize. And that's pretty much where it ends. But Nynaeve's like, I ain't doing it. All right, go ahead, Kay.
Right.
Oh no, I was just gonna. I can't put up comments, so if you could put up Iris Bear's comment, I just wanted to respond to it and like, yeah, that's what she was talking about. She was doing that. She slurs her words. Kate Redding does. So like when she switches up the little, not little, the very epic characters that are going on here. It's really, really fun. It's really fun. Yeah.
Hi, Joe.
Hey, yo.
What you doing with that gun in your hand?
I'm really disappointed in Mistress Dovie at this moment. That's why.
Yeah, where's our bitch?
I don't know.
That bitch is absent.
Oh no, she needs to be disciplined.
Yeah, we will spank that bitch.
Josh, anything else in chapter 21 you wanted to address?
I like this bit about the ivory bracelet and Nynaeve wondering why Avienda doesn't wear hers anymore until Elaine had one like it. It's basically like trying to create this equality between the trio of wives. There's also this little bit where she notices that there's a carving around the board's rim of foxes in the game that they're playing, which I thought was another one of those references to the interstitial worlds. The
Elven.
Aelfin.
Nice. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, I can never remember which one they are. If they're the Aelfin or the Elfin. Are they two different? They're two different ones, right?
They're two different. Yeah, it's very different.
I have two different things in my head, so I'm thankful that that's the case. It's been a while.
Elaine drunk.
Twatcast goes, g'day, gets auto-corrected to day. But hello, Watahalakasi.
Right, yeah. Thank you, Reese.
There you go, Reese.
Yeah, where's Dovie?
Thank you, Reese. I super appreciate it. And I'm just going to do all the girly and little stupid shit now because that's what we do. No, I'm just kidding. That's not what we do. It's funny because what? Drink.
I love this truism. Everyone knew a man did not achieve his proper wits, such as they were, until 10 years later than a woman.
Oh.
She's not yet a woman. Or no, she's not. What is that, Britney Spears? She's not a girl, but she's not yet a woman.
I'm every woman. It's all in me.
Well, there's so many songs, I suppose.
Yeah.
And then, I think that's it.
All right, we got a breaking news here, Ryan. Thank you, Village Mattress, for the super
last thing on number 21. You know what I mean. Anyways.
What is this for real?
What?
Is this confirmed?
Season 2. What?
Let's go.
Right.
Fuck yeah.
Well, we
Josh.
might be talking about
Josh, up top, buddy. Dark Friends Social.
Yeah. First off, like Brother Dan.
So delicate.
And it's not a girl, not yet a woman.
Thank you.
Girl.
Thank you. Not a girl, not yet.
You'll be a woman.
Confirmed. It's on Amazon.
Amazing. So fun.
What are you watching? Fuck you.
All right. No.
Give us a link.
You're fine. You're fine.
As long as they have like a
You're fine. You're fine.
As long as they're still here too.
Let's go. Let's move on. Let's go to chapter 22.
Wait, last thing. 21.
Yes.
Sorry. Toe. So much toe. I think we already talked about it. Did we talk about it?
Well,
I talked a little, but what'd you want to say?
No, it was just fun, and I thought of a whole nother ribbon for next WotCon. That's all. Maybe with the toe.
So much toe.
Brother Dan, we're getting called out. Let's spontaneously watch something. Let's do it.
Spontaneous watch party.
We'll put one. Give me a link. Give me a link.
I don't have Amazon.
Somebody send a valid link.
No, I'm not going to do it.
Until then, we're going on. Let's go on. Your brother Dan, yes?
Come on.
I'll let you do it.
I don't chat. Help us out. Give me a link.
In this laptop. So. Chapter 22 is called Small Sacrifices, and it is an Elaine point of view.
Fishy would be a great dad. Ishamiel.
Willow.
She confirms that they've been kind of sneaking out in their illusions costumes. They just go, look, I'm kind of ugly, blah. And they get to go walk around. Let's see. They go to the Wandering Woman.
The first freaking word though was the squinting, so it was good. It was fun.
Yeah. Squinting over the side. Yeah, because she's hung over.
It just gives such a. I like this chapter. It gives such specific visuals for me, which I found helpful. Maybe it was just an interesting chapter for me, but yeah,
That was a good one.
Lots of visuals of how they look and how they interact with each other, and it was good. Anyways, let's continue, Dan. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
And it says here, to your point, it says, quote, the last remnants of Brigitte morning after head, which is, by the way, morning after head.
Yeah.
Let's put
yeah.
Morning after head.
The last remnants of Brigitte's morning after head remained in the back of her own, dwindling but not yet gone.
That's probably the best drinking obligation I think we've had so far.
Morning after head? Yeah.
Morning after head?
Yeah. I think that Kay, I do believe you were right. It is the best drinking obligation we've ever had.
Right?
I honestly do.
I know, it's so good.
Everyone drink!
Drink! Chills. If you want a mug like this, you can get it in the store. Subscribe.
They go to the Wandering Woman. The girl's like, God damn, gilded women, ladies going up to. They're like, whatever. They go up, and Nynaeve's like, oh, he's probably trying to sexually assault this woman. He's probably being totally inappropriate with this woman. Matt is such a scoundrel. God damn, Matt. Which we know it's quite the opposite. The girl's kind of throwing herself at him. Near. They go in. Matt's got a cold cloth on his head. He's like, who's there? Oh, hey, Nynaeve. Hey, Elaine. They're like, hey, we just want to say sorry. Totally sorry. And and we mean it. And as a result, we promise to do everything you say and follow every rule. You can be the boss. Oops, excuse me. You can be the boss of us. And like that part?
That works.
You can be the boss of us.
Rendition.
And Matt's like, how about you, Nynaeve? She's like, yeah, I won't hit you. And all that other bullshit, too. Sure. I swear. He's like, all right, fine. I'll take it. I'll pack up. And part of that is that he's going to the palace. When he notices that he's going to the palace is when the dice stuff rolling in his head. It says he seems...
Oh, here we go.
He seems not to have heard her, Nynaeve. Haggard eyes stared right through her. Why did they bloody well have to stop now? He moaned. so softly she barely heard. Because it says, besides, that way you can keep an eye on it. So that's pretty much the thing. We find out that these are special rooms that Queen Thailand herself had kind of picked. Matt had met Queen Thailand before with her son. And the dice have stopped rolling. So you had noted that the dice stopped rolling. Why did they? What exactly was it? What is it? What is it?
I mean, it could be a bunch of things. It could be that they. It could be about the Bowl of Winds. It could be about the fact that he's moving to the palace, which could stop the hunt from happening from the Dark Friend since he'll be protected. It could be banging Thailand.
Banging Thailand?
Yeah, because Thailand wants Matt really bad.
Yeah. So banging her would make the dice stop rolling around in his head?
Well, just the fact that he's getting closer to her. I think it says something like Thailand has given him special attention or something like that. I forget where it is here.
Yes, she has.
Oh, the rooms are fit for a king, Master Matt. Thailand herself chose them just down from her own. She has taken a very personal interest.
All right.
Look at
So, I mean, again,
I feel like I'm not decided on.
I don't know why it is either. I mean, he is finally getting what he wants, which is to go out with them to hunt for the bowl, right?
That's true.
Right. And I wonder, would banging Thailand be enough to have like the pattern have dice rolling in this guy's head, or whatever the dice are?
That's the thing, is that I don't feel like one person is like enough to make that distinctive a thing consistently happen for him. I don't know.
I think it's most likely the hunt, either the hunt for the bowl or the hunt of him by the Dark Friends. Are the two. I was kind of making a joke about the Thailand thing, just to be clear. Yeah, I think it's here. Okay, well, it's either the hunt for the bowl with the Aes Sedai with our lady friends, or it's the
rolling the dice. Rolling the dice is greater than rolling the hay.
Little pattern porn.
Okay. Nice.
Hey, the creator is a perv too.
I like that name. It's a great name.
So yeah, it goes off. They leave and are assaulted outside of Lord Cawthon or Master. I don't know what she called it, Lord Cawthon's Lord Matt's room by Satel, and then she's like, "What are you two bitches doing? Look at you with your all fancy clothes, with your all natty ass hair and your dirty ass shoes, and I can smell your badass breath, and look at you fake ass Aes Sedai, bitch ass fakers.
Fake jewelry. Hey, you got that from the Dallas store, yeah.
Look at their nappy ass face. What? Look at you! Look how young you are. There's no fucking way. Nappy.
They don't look classy. They don't look legit. Is the thing. It's more about them not looking legit. Right?
No, I just like saying nappy ass.
I know.
Quote, Nynaeve gave a smoked jerk.
Jerks. I thought it was really funny how throughout this whole thing, nobody still can just like stand up or like sit up even. Like even in the first chapter we had some dude like jerk into a sitting position. Oh, Matt, obviously. Yeah. They can never just sit up.
Yeah.
He sat up straight as if he had to been jerked. It's so fun. They're just all like, young. So super quickly, like, oh.
So it sounds a bit much. Go ahead.
Nothing. No, you're good.
Santel's a bit much. She will not let them explain shit.
Yeah.
And she's like, Ryan. Come with me if you want to live. Yeah. And they're like, well, and Elaine's like, well, fuck this. And Nynaeve's like, well, no, hold on. Where are we going? He's like, oh, there's a group of people that help. There's like 50 of us. Don't worry about it. We're cool. And Elaine's like, shh.
Well, and Nynaeve's like, hey, there's like maybe 50 of them, right? And she's like, if even 2 of them can channel, then that's something, and we might get closer to the goal.
She says, I know those who can help, some women who've taken strays. You can thank Lord Matt that I'm willing to take you to him, but I must know, were you ever in the White Tower sent, or are you Wilders? If you were there, were you put out, or did you run away? The truth, they handle each in a different way.
And that word Wilders, I thought was interesting too later on, because Nynaeve has a little bit of like an internal struggle. She's like, I don't really like calling them Wilders, but it's also like I want to appropriate the word, kind of like she doesn't say that, but she's basically saying that. She's like, I really want it to like come into like a normalized way to like say
nice, yeah,
this.
Yeah.
You know,
she's like
with people that can channel that are not Aes Sedai. Yeah.
She's like, I'm wild capable.
Yeah. I mean, she doesn't say that, Dan, but I think it's fun to think that kind of way.
It is fun to think that.
Be like, okay, that's a cool thing for Robert Jordan to put in there. Like, she had this internal struggle about it being called a Wilder for women that have this group that channel that aren't actually Aes Sedai. I just thought it was really kind of cool and important for him to put that in there. You know, like, that's something that we're looking at a lot today in all types of different groups, and trying not to group, but also we are grouping. It's just it's just weird. I don't know. I thought it was an interesting point of view that I read today, with also what's happening in the world. So
well, these women do have a visceral reaction. It's maybe not visceral, but a reaction to the Wilder concept itself.
Mm-hmm.
One of them says it as if it's like disgusting, like, ew, these bitches Wilders.
Yeah,
but Nynaeve was a Wilder. Wilders are women that learn to channel without guidance and will always do so regardless, right? So there's some women that can be taught, and some women that and there's women that need to learn how to control it, otherwise they'll burn themselves out. Wilders do fairly successfully, generally not as successful as the higher ones, but are generally successful in doing both without any guidance. They don't burn out, and they channel without guidance, just innately. And I think that's it.
Yeah, and it looks like, to me, I'm going to just say, it looks like a lot of people are really obsessed with this situation that's happening. What happened again? Something got released.
No, we can't do it.
I'm just guessing. I don't know. People are like, oh my gosh, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to stop reading chat so I don't get distracted.
Yeah, no, and I understand if people want to go watch something, I dig it.
No, it's interesting.
But yeah.
Oh yeah. No, this is what we're doing now. We'll do that later.
How can we, when we have such drinking obligations like this? Quote.
This is such a good chunk of chapters. I'm glad that we're doing this. So I'm glad we're here, to be clear.
Okay. Quote. Wet her lips.
Nice.
Josh, you with me? Josh is come on,
Josh. Is it or isn't it?
Be dirty.
2 against 3 here, John. 2 against 1.
All right, I already drank. I don't need help.
Oh, okay.
He did drink.
I don't need a drinking obligation to drink. Come on.
I I know.
At the end, this chapter goes right into the next chapter, but this chapter ends with Elaine saying she was going to kick Nynaeve where it hurt. Is that in the pussy? Was she gonna kick her right in the pussy?
Basically.
She's gonna.
Is that what it was in the nut kick?
In the butt. In the butt.
The pussy. No. Correction. For Nynaeve, it is not the pussy that hurts. It is her fucking ego. She is the bitchiest bitch I've ever read.
See, Reese, thank you.
In my life. Yeah, drinking to wet lips for sure, Reese. Thank you. Yeah. But yeah, no.
So yeah, I read that and I was like,
that hurts Nynaeve. She's just a bitter bee.
If I said, Kay, next time I fucking see Josh, I'm gonna kick him right where it hurts. You would think I'm kicking him.
You're gonna kick him in the head.
You're gonna kick him right in the pussy.
You're gonna kick. I would think
it's a head.
The dome of truth, you know.
Dome
of truth would hurt Josh the worst.
So this goes right into chapter 23. Is there anything in 22 specific?
Didn't.
Or are we gonna be like Limp Bizkit and keep rolling? What?
No, you know how we do. We get on a roll and then we just go. So
let's keep rolling.
Let's keep rolling.
All right, so that is called Next Door to a Weaver. And this is to tell Ann, she's like, come with me, you dirty skanky ass. Look at them shoes. Look at them nails.
You
all right, so she takes
you
nasty little non-isodize. Look at get rid of that tan line, that ring left. You don't deserve.
Tuck that ring away if you know what's good for you. Right?
There. So she's just walking them all over town, more or less. She gets to the freaking Elaine. Is like saying, "Hey, if this doesn't work out, I'm gonna slap the shit out." Hold on, what'd she say? She says, "Nynaeve, I would hate to think I'm gonna kick you the length of the Molhara for nothing." Quote, Nynaeve's eyes drew down. Kick her? Elaine really was becoming violent, spending so much time with Avienda. Someone ought to slap some sense into that pair.
Jesus.
I love this so much. What? It's like Three's Company all over again.
Comic relief. Yeah.
It's so good.
So great.
Slap some.
Slap. What the hand say to the face?
She's like, all right, keep up, you stupid skank bitches.
She's checking on them to make sure they're keeping up. Hey,
I think I have a pretty I have a pretty great Satella impersonation, actually.
Yeah.
She did call someone brainless little honey kissers. So
also accurate.
I didn't know if that was a drink application.
Brainless little honey kissers?
Yeah, and witless lubies.
Okay, well, all right. Yes. When I'm down there, I'm a brainless little luby luber.
Oh, wait, hold on, wait.
No, not honey. No. No.
A brainless little honey kisser.
I'm a brainless honey kisser. And
you're not a luby luber.
But I'm a stupid luby. I'm fine. I'll be whatever you want.
A little honey kisser?
Yes, all of it.
All right.
It's right, you will.
All of it. It all makes sense. Thank you, honey. Boom.
You're welcome. Come on. Okay.
Let's just move on.
All right. Carrying on.
Yeah.
Hold on, bro.
Yeah,
hold on.
It's tough. We won't lose ourselves, Mistress Anan.
All right. Dovie's coming soon. Apparently apparently the party's starting soon.
She'll be there very soon.
She shows.
Dovie!
Ryan, you became the little honeycomb.
Not tonight.
Not tonight.
We're not yelling at Dovie.
That's for Dovie.
That was impressive, Ryan.
You're kidding.
Well, clearly.
If you know, you know.
Right, I'm trying to edit my name here.
To Dovie, you would want to be Dovie. I'm gonna edit mine to Dovie.
All right, what's going on? I'm in a house topping training. Okay. Oh no. I don't know. Did you just get demonetized for that comment?
She's like, I've never felt more loved. Felt. Get it?
Right? We're here for you.
Mwah.
All right.
Let me love
Right?
it.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm good at this. Yes. Thank you. I'm really good at just hanging out one note.
He's really good at.
Oh shit. Dad just changed his name to Dovie.
Quote, a face full of what might have been smile.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
Hold on, guys. Let that sink in.
It's sunk in.
Interesting.
Real deep there.
Yep.
I think that's a total one.
Yep. Thank you.
That was a deep one. I mean.
Drinking obligation. No, I'm just kidding. They finally go through the total maze. The whole time, Satella is being like, "Do you see these skanky bitches? These look at their shoes. Look at all they wanted to do was fuck Lord Matt. They wanted to tag team him. They were gonna totally tag team him. They were just pretending to be Aes Sedai. These bitches, they lick assholes. Do you know that? They were gonna lick his butthole.
Did you know they lick assholes? Did you know? Did you know?
They eat ass.
I don't know what you're playing with.
And they're like, oh, jeez, now we can't eat ass here. Now we can't eat ass here.
Brother Dan, I just want you to know, Kay is yes-anding everything you say, so just be careful.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
Yes, and
you can take, yes, and you can take her down.
Yes, and I love you, mate.
I wanna take it.
Wait, who changed my name?
Guys, we got
to
21
Honey
people.
Kisser? Who did that?
Look at Josh.
Who did that?
I don't know.
You did that.
It's probably Josh or Kay. I don't know.
All right. Yeah.
Ryan, welcome to the show. I did that like 5 minutes ago, bro.
Okay, thank you. I'm working on it.
Okay, whatever.
So they get the girls finally to this place. They're like, and Elaine's like, it's fucking hot. We could be having some blueberry tea, man. We best.
Could be getting our luggage sent to our room, waiting for champagne, strawberries, and a fucking fruit basket.
Instead we're trailing this bitch who's just all she's doing is just talking shit the whole time. She called us skanky bitches. I don't even know how many times she called us skanky.
All right.
She called us
skanky. I couldn't count either.
All right.
She called us a lot of skanky hoes. I heard.
Bonus points for Ashamazar.
23, I think. 23.
Yeah. Good question.
23.
And also, Dylan Garden. By the on Honey Kisser, this is a Spanish phrase I ran across. Pica flora. Flower picker or butterflies.
Pica?
But nothing serious.
All right.
Yeah. Nothing creepy there.
Okay.
Nothing serious.
I have something to say about that.
You want to talk about your pica?
Well, pica is an Icelandic term for like cunt. It's like actually a dirty word just to call a little girl. So you shouldn't actually say it in Iceland, but everybody does and refers to their girl private parts as pica. So I think pica flower is especially special.
Huh.
Thank you.
That gives the Pokemon Pikachu
a lot of sneezy vaginas. Yes.
Yes. Yeah, Islamic
or like Big League Chew.
Sneezy vaginas. Holy shit. Sneezy vaginas.
That's what's happening. Pikachu.
Oh,
everybody knows what I'm talking about. What? Okay.
Wait.
Your vagina sounds
Andrew the Bard of Time is joining us. Good morning, Andrew.
I'm not skanky. I'm just tired. That's what I can't tell you how many times I've woken up and said that.
All right, Andrew, I'm picturing you waking up lonely because
something today.
You used to have a bass player, but I went in and flew to.
I can't put your.
Yeah, you slept with the drummer and the bass player, right?
Yeah, I slept with your entire band, and now you have no band. You're just lonely, waking up, and you're. I imagine. Did you see him pelts? Is he lying under pelts? I think Andrew lies under pelts.
I always think of Andrew doing like that Burt Reynolds pose on the white lion tiger thing.
So many pelts.
Nice, Dan. Nice.
Yeah. You know, that 70s playgirl. Yeah.
I can totally see that.
Totally. I bet you, guys.
It's like
Andrew.
I bet you Andrew. What? Andrew, can you just tell us what your blanket looks like?
I bet you he is just a little skinky.
I mean, it's not meant to be weird. It's just meant to be a.
What does this blanket look like?
Yeah, yes. I feel like maybe he's got a good bear skin or something, something grizzly.
No, yeah.
Show us the moose.
Obviously, Andrew only sleeps under the pelts he murdered.
Josh, Josh and Kay, let's talk about this circle as they call themselves.
Yes, like it.
All right,
let's do it.
All right, thank you, Andrew. Thank you for being confessional.
Oh, buddy.
But you're not alone with us, buddy.
You're not alone. We're here with you now. You got buddies. We're here with you, Andrew.
Yes, you can motorboat my tits. Here, come here.
Never
eat your mueslicks while you watch us. And Ryan will motorboat
my tits. Come on.
Thank you, Iris and Sword.
Ryan, can you do that one more time?
Okay, yeah. Oh yeah. Come on, Andrew.
Andrew.
Yeah.
Andrew, you're never alone.
Watch them wiggle. See the jiggle.
Gelatin.
Gelatin.
You're not. Yeah. That's for you, baby.
That was all for you.
Now if that isn't friendship, I don't know. Angela, you got peeps. He's got
vegan blankets, guys.
You got peeps. You got vegan Nice.
All right.
Oh my God, so cute.
They grill the girls. They don't like the idea of wilders. They respect. It seems like they want to know some tower info. They're like, oh yeah, you're novices. Then tell us. How many knocks does it take to get into the special room? How many forks are in the drawers? How many fucking steps does it take to get to the owl chamber? What's the password to Harry Potter's? Where does Hagrid live? What about the Gryffindors?
Dan, if I'd only half read this chapter, I would have been really lost by now. Wait, what the fuck book did I grab? Shit. Damn it, again.
They call themselves, they're not a guild. They say, quote, only a few friends who found no place in the White Tower. They are not Aes Sedai. Aes Sedai is said with reverence and veneration. They're like, hey, whatever held you back in the tower, don't worry about it. You got a block, don't worry about it. You're scared of doing the fucking accepted test? Me too. Don't worry about it. We'll send you on the farm, for a couple of years. Get you acclimated. Elaine is finally fuck this. Yeah, go ahead. No, please go ahead.
No, I'm actually. I zipped it like halfway through because I was like, that's
she
not
pre-zipped it. Yeah.
Okay. Zip. So Elaine finally is like, fuck this. My name's Elaine Trecan. I'm the daughter heir to the Queen of Andor. I'm an Aes Sedai, the Green Aja. Stop fucking around. I'm out, bitches. Peace. And Nynaeve's like, yeah, I'm an Aes Sedai, the Yellow. I wasn't lying. And from the true Amerlin, who's about her age. And they're like, get out,
get out. Brother Dan, we're at 25. All we need is 5 more people for me to be accurate when I said Case you'll get 30 people. So, let's get it to 30 so I can rest easy tonight.
Ryan,
I'll get if we get to 30 if we get to 30 viewers, I get a Hummer.
Which I think is ridiculous.
You get a morning after head?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I get at least 5 minutes.
I feel like I do, so I actually don't ever say redonkulous. I'm going to say it now. Redonkulous. 30. Silly.
Come on, Dovie. Share that shit.
Amazing. So
let's go. We have 4 more. Let's go. 4 more. 4 more. I guaranteed you.
You had a shit ton of people watching right after WotCon.
No, but we didn't get to 30. We're going to get to 30 because you're here.
So the women give them 3 pieces of silver.
Yeah.
The women give them 3 pieces of silver. Say, get out of Abutar by sunrise, you fucking look at you skanky bitch.
Yeah, right.
Shit, man. I'd be really freaked out.
Fake Aes Sedai. Get out.
But they're like, we can't fucking help you because you just admitted to being Aes Sedai and you won't. They still don't believe them, right? They're like, I wanted to be clear about this part because I actually didn't understand. If I thought that they were saying that they were super clear that that the guild, the 50 gilded women, think that these 2 women, Nynaeve and Elaine, are not Aes Sedai, right? And they're like, admit it, bitches. And then because they don't, and they're like, no, we are Aes Sedai. Because Elaine is like, fucking say it, Nynaeve, say it. And then she does. And then they're like, okay, well, here's 3 coins, be on your way. That was what they wanted, though, right? They wanted them to. I mean, that's not what they wanted. They wanted them to not.
Bounce.
They wanted them to say that they're not Aes Sedai, so that they could do whatever. I don't know what was.
Nynaeve
was.
Nynaeve followed them, saying, "Oh, okay. There's a group of these channeling women. There's maybe up to 50." She said, what the hell is this about, right? So we're looking for Terrio. We don't know this place. We're just searching blindly. Maybe these people know. And so that's why she goes.
They're like, you have to have information about the bowl. The bowl.
Skink, bitch. You fake. I said, look at those. Look at that. Let me bite that ring. I bet you that ain't even. Okay, it's real. But still.
Right.
Okay. Okay, it's real.
Ow, I chipped my tooth, but thank you.
Call my dentist. Doesn't matter.
Fake.
You're totally fake, bitches.
Look at that weave.
That away.
Look at them tits. You didn't buy them. Right. And so then it just jumps to chapter 24. It's called The Kin, and it's Rianne's POV. Josh, is there anything from 23 that you wanted to touch on before we just follow through with
Josh?
this
is your chance to shine right here. Here you go, baby.
Shine,
Josh.
Not much.
Shine. Yeah, you're in the room where it happened. The room where it happened. Come on, Josh.
I don't really have anything, man.
Fuck!
I like the bit about.
Jesus Christ! Can I get a wah?
Hey, he said, "Oh, actually, I have something. So let's rewind."
Oh, what do you got? What do you got?
Wait up, Josh.
The open-sided fish and meat markets had long since been in full cry. All the fishmongers were women, and most of the butchers too, except those dealing in beef.
Yes!
I'm sorry, dealing in.
All right, guys, if we get 5 more people watching,
What?
Sorry, what?
I like the 13 sins. I think that was a cool. I wonder what that's referencing in our real world. real world, in the default world. I didn't look into that yet, but I bet there's something. There's the red belted wise woman and that kind of information about that. I wonder if that was something that's going to come back later.
Well, the red belt indicated that they were wise women that were the healers.
Yeah. I just wonder if that's something we're going to see more later. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, so is this another secret society? I mean, it seems like it's another secret society of channelers. Similar to what we saw with the Windfinders and the Wise Ones in Aiel Society. I know we had asked this question before of like, what is... does every culture have this? A secret underbelly of women or men who can channel that have been kept aside from the Aes Sedai?
That's a good question. I mean, and so let's ask the obvious. Is the White Tower aware of this? They ask themselves that. They kind of argue back and forth whether the White Tower knows. What do you think?
If it's women who were all sent away, this is the first time we've seen that it's people who had been to the White Tower and were dismissed for one reason or another, but are still strong enough to channel. That shouldn't happen, right? You're either an Aes Sedai, powerful enough to be an Aes Sedai, or you're not. But it's like a lot of these women, I think, could be, but they were sent on their way for one reason or another. Is it because they have other methods of training that aren't so authoritarian and disciplinarian? Like that's, one of the things we've complained about with the White Tower is their authoritarian approach to like training women to channel. Could it be that some people just don't learn that way and that these women are able to learn another method? I don't know. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
We know that one of them has, although she isn't strong, she can shield really well.
Right.
What do you make of Satel and Ann? Besides being the she should be on the Real Housewives of Abu Dar.
Right. I don't know what to make of her. I don't know what to make of her, to be honest.
They mentioned something about. They do seem to be referential to.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Sorry. Okay. Who were you talking about just then? You were asking.
What do we make of Satalanon?
Satalanon.
That was the innkeeper that took them there.
Okay, yeah. Creepy. Also, really interesting because there is a dynamic in that group. I got a little bit distracted there.
Yeah, my bad.
And I think that there was there was this situation.
Oh
no!
Oh,
I'm up the needles. All right. All right. Well, that sucks.
We lost her?
I don't know why we lost her, and yours still on. Same internet.
Yeah. Like my bad. Right. Like
now we're down to 22. Dang it, Ryan.
I know. It sucks. My bad.
But they do say something like someone says, "Oh, that was Satel. Something about 70 years ago." Blah blah blah. Right? There was something mentioned about her, and I'm looking for where it's at. Let's see. Anyway, all right. I guess I'm not seeing it. Oh, it says, "What of this Satellan?" Oh no, never mind.
I mean, it seems like maybe she was an Aes Sedai who isn't anymore.
But they didn't get that they could sense the power in her.
Right. Well, aren't there ways that could happen?
I guess, yeah.
Being still being burned out, being attacked. I don't know, maybe there's an illness that can do it to you.
Good. Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing that made sense for the way they defer to her is if she was an Aes Sedai and is no longer. And they still respect her for that, despite her not being able to channel anymore. That was the only way I could, like, internalize the way that they treated her within this. I mean, this whole thing is kind of confusing. And why they don't believe them? Is it because their face isn't ageless? It's just... They're very Aes Sedai-ish in their, like, complete conviction that they're right, even in the face of obvious, things that might be pointing to the opposite. So I don't know if all of these women were Aes Sedai and are no longer. Some of them can still channel, so it would make sense that they're either not strong enough or had gone to the White Tower and were sent away and trained a different way or whatever, right? But
well, okay, yeah.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah.
Garden found the quote.
Satel, Garania exclaimed as soon as the innkeeper was gone. That was Satel and Nan? How did she... Light of heaven, even after 70 years, the tower would...
70 years.
So that's what Elaine is kind of ponderous and thought as they're walking.
This is the slowing that they talk about, right?
Mm-hmm. And Elaine's like, how old do you think these people were? And Nynaeve's like, I don't care. That's dumb. Don't be dumb. You're dumb. And Elaine's like, no, really. Think about it. We start to slow, baby. And this happens whether it always happens. About 20 to 25. We just start looking sexy. And Nynaeve's like, oh no. She's the only person ever that's like, oh shit, I need to like wait 100 years before I get a gray hair. Oh no. And so I'm gonna look hot for like super long. Oh no one's gonna take me seriously. That was my Nynaeve. Thank you.
That's great.
Yeah, that was she ends up crying over it. They almost get kidnapped. As they're walking, suddenly Elaine gets conked with a dull arrow. And these people are like, oh, that sucks. Hey, let's help you. My cart's right there. Look I'll take you to the hospital. Listen, I'm better than 911. Here, come on, let's go. And Nynaeve's like, wait, what the fuck? No, hold on. And she like starts moving people around with the power. They all run away. She's like, thanks for the help anyways. We'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
She turns all nice because she gets a head wound.
Head wound.
So I do
merely a flesh wound.
Yeah, suddenly she's nice.
I do want to point out this little bit about the circle have a rule about not channeling in front of Aes Sedai, and they like self-legitimate it, saying that they can't be Aes Sedai because they didn't make us bow down, and therefore we didn't do it, which we know is wrong.
And I guess that's one thing. Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Well, I guess that's one thing to keep in mind, that in regards to normal Aes Sedai behavior, although we get the dysfunction that is Elaine and Nynaeve, they are 10 times nicer than any other Aes Sedai would be with anyone who could channel.
Yeah.
They are, they're kind of like the Aes Sedai 2.0, and people aren't really knowing how to accept that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Tywin takes it in stride, which I think is cool. Some people are quicker to adapt than others, and so that'll be interesting to see how that plays out. The other little bit here is the callback to Callie, eldest, being dead.
So are we going back to Callie?
Yeah,
Callie?
back to
Callie?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
This is the woman who was killed with the one power by the Black Aja in town, or I think it was the Black Aja, and then the two men. No, not by the Black Aja, by the Dark Friends. It was Black Aja, and then dumped in the alley by the two men. They in the mucking. The old man, who we don't know who he is, who has forgotten things, is watching, and he sees the two men. He's like, "Oh, why are they mucking out the stables? That's not their job." And the scene before was the scene where the woman had died inside the house with the cockroaches on the wall.
Whoa!
Right.
And that is the woman here, Callie, who they mention, because it says, quote, Callie is dead, eldest sister. Her throat was cut, and she apparently had been robbed even of her stockings. But Sumiko says that it was the one power killed her.
Oh, yeah. Oh, mucking. She was mucked.
She was mucked into the alley.
I got mucked on the subway one time, Ryan.
Yeah, with the one power, or just human?
No, it was just horse poop. I had a stable.
Yeah.
Clean up. Yeah, I got mugged. What do we know why this person was killed?
They were questioning her about the bowl, and she didn't give them any information.
Oh, okay.
So this is another little bit of information we have that seems to indicate the circle doesn't know where the Bowl of Winds is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yes. Great point.
Who attacked Nynaeve and Elaine? Do we know any idea?
I think also the Dark Friends. I think it all ties back to Jacqueline Carradine.
Jacqueline. My name is Jacqueline.
Jacqueline Carradine. Let's see. Yeah, then there's the attack. Nynaeve cries because Matt, the gray hair, and Matt. Yeah, chapter 25.
Chapter 25, Mind Trap.
And I got to be clear, I didn't read 26.
Okay. No, we're good. Chapter 20. Oh, okay. Now it's just you and me, Josh.
Cool.
How you doing, buddy?
It's been a rough week, but I'm okay.
I'm here with you. Mogideon is having a rough week as well.
She is.
Well, rough 3 days, apparently. She was in a vacuole.
This is one of the info dump chapters, as Todd would call it.
The anti-dump?
Info dump.
Oh, info dump.
Oh, you weren't there. You weren't at Ryan's house when Todd was there with us, and he was fondly remembering the info dump chapters.
Mm-hmm.
That was his patented catchphrase.
Yeah. Oh, it's the info dump. So we got this is a gnarly chapter. Actually, it's Mogideon reliving a nightmare over and over and over again.
But we learned so much.
Not the dream.
We learned so much about the true power. We learned so much about Shia Ghul.
Mm-hmm.
We learned so much about the Korosuvra. Yeah, we see Moradin, who again I think has to be one of the reincarnated Forsaken. How unfair is it that the fucking Rand kills the Forsaken and like at least 3 of them are just straight up reincarnated?
Well, yeah.
Unfair.
It's a Hydra.
It's a Hydra, yeah.
Quote, commanded her to come. I'm going to say is a drinking obligation.
Sure, yeah, it's a drinking obligation. I had that one too.
Okay. She remembers entering Shio Ghul. She gateways over instantly, or skims there instantly, is at Shio Ghul. Although Shadar Haran is walking all badass, just right in front of her.
And
no big deal.
She's got to crawl on her belly.
Yeah, she ends up crawling on her hands and knees and then scurrying on her stomach, just crawling out before the spikes get her. And she's like, yeah, the Dark Lord can do that shit. It's like a Tim Burton hallway. Beetlejuice hallway.
It is. So I love that we finally, since book 2, I've been talking about Lanfear's ability to shapeshift,
right?
Do the illusion, and how they don't. I mean, she could be tying off flows, I suppose, so that they're not visible when she's doing it. But the true power is another source that would not be detectable by a male or a female channeler of the one power that she could have been using to do the transformations, which I was theorizing about. She does kind of mention it early on.
Okay.
But we never learned about it until this book. The true source, I think, has only been mentioned about within the last 10 chapters for the first time.
You're right. Yeah.
Yeah, so, we learned that it's a power granted by the Great Lord.
Right. And there's a little bit of confusion. There's a little bit of contradiction here in this chapter. There's this sentence. It had to be Sidene. Among the living, only the chosen knew how to tap the true power. And then at the end, we get this bit about there's only ever been 29 people who have been able to use the true power. Some of them were normal humans. So I don't know how to
handle 29. Yeah, right.
Handle that exact contradiction. It's in one chapter that there's that contradiction. I don't know if it's just the writing.
It says you have been given distinction greater than you know, she told him. Bring me some of that wine and I will tell you only 29 others have ever been granted. And he's like, shut up, bitch.
Yeah.
Shut up, Mogideon. The Dark One, the Great Lord, the El Jefe, the Numero Uno, the boss, they call him. The boss yells in your head. Mogideon. So he's like, Mogideon, you kind of fucked up. You let yourself be captured. You taught those people tricks. And she's like, oh, no. I sabotaged. This is what I do. I taught them a trick. They thought that they can find out a male channeler, but it just gives them headaches. This is your great plan, Dark Lord, right, Twatcast? Headaches is part of the three-pronged plan.
I do love this callback to the headaches, because the last time we saw Egwene, she was getting the sexy massage from the reincarnated Agenor.
Mm-hmm.
Because she was having these horrible headaches. And we were wondering, like, what is the headache from? Is it something that Agenor is doing to her? Or is it something that is happening as a byproduct of something else she was doing? Looks like it could be a byproduct of the tricks that Mogideon taught her now.
It could be. It says she managed to laugh. They had given up trying to learn that long before her rescue, but the Great Lord did not need to know that.
Right.
So it could be self-inflicted, though. You're right.
Right.
But so Mogideon gets mind trapped. Korsova.
Yep.
Involves saliva and blood. You kind of put that shit in the box and I don't know, magic happens.
I just don't have a link because you didn't give me a
I'm
link.
I'm in the middle of my show trying to solve this shit.
Hey, guys.
Remove. So, But she tried to get up, and Shadow Haran like stepped on her.
Right.
She's like, stay down. He's like, all right, close your eyes. I got a surprise. And shoot, throws her right into Moradin.
Right.
Moradin, he's like, hey, don't worry about it. But I got your thing around my neck. He had another one. Do we know who that is?
Moradin?
Yeah, no, who the other mind trap may be.
Oh. No, we don't yet. Yeah, he does have another one around his neck, huh?
And yeah, so you figure that Moradin is a reincarnated, already dead Forsaken.
Yeah.
They come back like better. So this isn't the first one. Do they come back? I mean, is it like 2.0? Are they upgraded? What's up?
Different.
We have Asangar, who is different.
Right.
Okay. Moradin is using the saw, or is he using he has got the saw.
He's got the saw, which is weird considering he can't have been reincarnated for that long. I mean, Ishamael did not, which is the only other. I guess it could be a female. I don't know. We really need like a running list of like who's dead and alive at different points in the story.
Right, some like graph tree.
But I think Ishamael would be a reasonable choice for who this is.
Okay.
But you don't pick up the Sa'a quickly from using the true power. But we did see if Moradin is the unseen watcher from a few chapters back, they were using the true power during the watching. So it does make sense that, they could be seeing the after effects of it already.
Okay. So what we saw also is we saw this Forsaken plotting, some kind of planning different things, and now we have Shadar Haran force facing, throwing Mogideon to Moradin.
Right.
Are they teamed up?
Teamed up.
They
all work for the Great Lord. They work for the Great Lord.
Yeah, but I mean, these are people that these. I mean, so Mogideon had no idea who Shadar Haran was, but suddenly he's taking her to Moradin.
Well, we know that.
So Moradin and he are both loyal Great Lord generals.
I mean, I think it's the same with Asangar and Osangir, right? Like, they were reincarnated, but like Shadar Haran is over them, and they know that in terms of the power structure. I'm assuming that if Moradin is also a reincarnated Forsaken, that the same thing applies to him. Now, is that a strategic approach for the Great Lord to like put a kibosh on the internal backstabbing and like jealous conniving that goes on between the Forsaken? One way you could see Shadar Haran, if he is this kind of intercessor between the Great Lord and these reincarnated Forsaken, is like he's there to hold the team together and or keep them from going at one another's back in the same way that the Forsaken have had an opportunity to for the past 3,000 years, right?
Okay. So he's kind of the manager or the director.
More like bouncer.
The bouncer. Okay. He's the enforcer.
Yeah, the enforcer.
He was the first. So he was the one who had the mine trap, had it dangling there above like lava.
Right.
And then Morden has it.
Yep.
Okay. She calls Morden Miyakova.
Miyakova.
Which is which is my owner. But it's like the sexiest way to say my owner.
Yeah.
Miyakova.
Definitely a little Dom sub in there.
Yeah, and he's like, "Don't! I'm the best boss ever. Just call me Morden. You don't have to call me Mr. Miyakova, and I'll just call you Moginian. How about that? We'll pretend we're peers." And she's like, "Yeah, right." Quote: It says she knew that she was owned. End quote to end the chapter. The Saw. What does the Saw represent? It is, I guess, let's just talk a second about Saw. This is like the first time we've kind of seen like real Forsaken being like, oh shit, it moved from one eye to the next.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a virus? Is it a symptom? What is it?
It's like an inhabitation of the dark one inside of you, maybe? Little flecks of the Great Lord floating around in you.
There is a suggested consequence to it, but we don't know what that is.
Right. There's a high price.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else to say about the Forsaken here? About Shadar Haran? About cool spikes that almost kill Mogideon?
So I found the Halima bit. It's at the end of chapter 12.
Okay. Go ahead and
where
read it for us if you want.
Let's see. I don't see the headache bit though. I thought I had it underlined. I must not have underlined this chapter.
While you're reading that, I'll say, quote, into the open neck of his shirt and her own tongue.
Nice. Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not important. I don't see the bit about the headache, but I did wonder if at the time, oh yeah, here we go. It was hardly her fault that people thought she was sorting when she was only looking. Besides, she had never mentioned headaches to anyone. If she had, every yellow sister in the camp would be laying siege. That indicated friendship, if not loyalty. Talking about Halima's what do I think of the mind trap? It's a good question.
Was I answering questions? I didn't think I was. Was I? I try to remain ambiguous.
Yeah. Yeah, the mind trap is an interesting one. I mean, it very much feels like traditional black magic. But I guess it's a way of like capturing their soul, essentially, so that it can be burned out or destroyed or control. I guess you can become them, right, through it, and they become essentially a puppet. Sorry.
Yeah, it sounds almost like if it breaks, you become lobotomized.
Right, but I thought that it said something about like they could use the Korosova to like enter into her and use her even though they're the one inside now or something.
It says his thumb stroked and she felt that caress across. Well, all right, his thumb stroked and she felt that caress.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, well, put a pin there. Across her mind, her soul. Breaking a mind trap did not require much more pressure than he was using. She could be on the other side of the world, or farther, and it would not matter a hair. The part of her that was her would be separated. She would still see with her eyes and hear with her ears, taste what crossed her tongue. All right, another one. And feel what touched her. But helpless within an automaton that was utterly obedient to whoever held the course of war. Whether or not there was any way to get free of it, a mind trap was just what its name implied. She could feel the blood draining from her face.
All right, there was 2 drinking allegations in that right there.
So I do love this. I wonder if this is more...
Welcome back, Ryan.
Hey, Ryan.
Thank you.
I wonder if this is more literal than it seems on the surface. It says, to her shock, he laughed. This is after she talks to him about the 29 others. You misapprehend, Mogideon. You still serve the great lord, but not quite as you once did. The time for playing your own games has passed. I wonder if if this is Moradin talking truth through his own experience. One way to look at Asengir and
Asengar and Osagar,
right.
Asengir and Asengar and Moradin, and now perhaps Mogideon, is that they're now under the Dark One's thumb, the Great Lord's thumb, in a way that the Forsaken were left to their freedom and to, quote, play their own games. But now that time has passed. And that's what Shadar Haran is there to kind of... I already said all of this, but I'm just trying to say...
Yeah, he's like the middle manager who comes in putting his foot down. Like,
he's the guy from corporate that checks all the time cards. He's like, yeah, he's from corporate.
Yeah, he's like... I don't see you have any flair. Where's your flair?
It's like, yeah.
Okay, we have to talk about the vacuole.
Do we?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, let's.
Okay. Did you enjoy your time in the vacuole?
Right.
Mogideon felt icy fingers dig into her scalp. She was no researcher or maker, but she knew that word. She didn't even think to ask how a young man of this time did too. Sometimes there were bubbles in the pattern, though someone like Masana would say this was too simple an explanation. Vacuoles could be entered if you knew how, and manipulated, much like the rest of the world. Researchers had often done great experiments of vacuoles, so she vaguely remembered hearing. But they were outside the pattern really, and sometimes they closed up, or perhaps broke off and drifted away. Even Masana could not say what happened, except that anything in them at the time was gone forever. I mean, have we seen this already?
That's a good question.
And what is the implication of this? Are these bubbles of evil? It's just, I don't know.
Right?
I don't know if we've seen time manipulation in any of the bubbles of evil that we've had so far.
And then she said you can walk into them. Right.
Could be entered, not walk into them. But
and if they separate from the pattern, you'd be lost forever.
Right.
You'd just be a floating bubble.
Bubble in the pattern. It's fascinating. I mean, part of the...
All right, guys, what did I miss? What is Willow doing to us? She's clipping the video.
I love it. Do it, Willow.
Yeah, just throw us under the bus. We're good.
No, I love it. I love buses.
Just
because I'm always
too.
jerking it under my coat on a bus.
Oh Jesus!
Well, no, that was the drinking obligation you guys didn't want to do.
Under the bus?
Well, I just said on a bus. No, I said
right,
jerk.
Here we go. Yeah, jerking.
I fingered my hilts under my coat.
Bro, you're constantly doing that. Like, why? Yeah. If we drank every time you fingered that, we'd be like walking alcoholics.
I'm doing it now.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It's not cool.
And I'm staring right at you.
It's not cool. I know. Here we go. Everyone, this is my life. Everyone.
I'm figuring.
This is so many years, over 40 years of me.
No blinking. No blinking.
40 years of this constant undermining of my hey, I think I'm good. All of a sudden I'm on tilt. Why? Because of him. Why? Because of him.
Because I stare at you while fingering my hilt under my cup.
Yeah. Don't put anyone on tilt. Come on, brother Dan.
Okay. Yeah. No, I understand.
I'm not impervious. I'm not a guru.
Just call me Miakova.
So, I mean, the last couple of things to mention are just that channeling near your Korosovra was very painful. The nearer, the more pain. I thought that was an interesting little detail. And then the other thing,
well, to that point, is this related at all to like an Adam or something?
Ooh, good question.
I really wish I could remember where I read the bit about they can like manipulate you or become you through it, or I don't see it here.
Okay.
The other bit is just about that I was going to mention is about the true power being super addictive.
Yes.
In the long run, the true power was far more addictive than the one power. A strong will could hold down the desire to draw more Saidar or Saidin, but she herself did not believe the will existed strong enough to resist the true power, not once the Sa appeared in your eyes. The final price was different, but no less terrible.
Sa. Okay. Crazy. What do you think of the Sa'a?
Pretty fascinating.
Right? Because, like, I've seen that in my eyes. Like, right? I'm like, we've all experienced that at one point in our lives. We're like, oh, what is that thing floating in our eyes? So, but yeah, like, yeah, it's crazy. Like 100 of them, though, whatever.
Yeah,
I'm trying to see it. I don't see where she like, besides where if it becomes broken, then the person who holds it kind of controls them.
Or not broken, but through it they can be controlled.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it says breaking a mind trap did not require much more pressure than he was using. She could be on the other side of the world and it wouldn't matter. That part of her that was her would be separated. So I assume that they were talking about if he just broke it. If he just like a delicate thing, and if he just snapped it, then that's it. But I could be wrong. I don't know.
Like, I'm crushing you.
Helpless within an automatron that was utterly obedient to whoever held the Korosovra. Yeah, creepy.
But she knew what was going on right away. She's like, oh no. Yeah, it didn't help her.
She sounded like a Honda Civic trying to start, and it just couldn't. All right. You big dummy.
Right? Genuine. That's my new name. Josh. Hey.
Ryan, don't yell in my ear.
Josh,
hey, are you with us?
I'm with you. I was just looking to see.
I know you're reading it. It made me nervous.
It says that she had brought many people, a number of men and women to the Great Lord for this very purpose of having a Korosovra made. So she knows what's going on.
Right.
Intimately, basically. Yeah.
She's probably broken some. The dummy.
Oh, I remember. In the Vacuole, she describes reality kind of like the way that light is described in Tel'aran'rhiod. No door or window broke the featureless stone walls of her small prison, and there were no glow bulbs or even lamps. But light came from somewhere.
Light came from somewhere, yeah. And she was having the worst dream again. She's like, no, not again. And it was like a loop.
Yep.
What?
I found Orange. It. A Clockwork Orange loop, yeah. Okay, here we go. She could be on the other side of the world or further, and it would not matter a hair. The part of her that was her would be separated. She would still see with her eyes and hear with her ears, taste what crossed her tongue and feel what touched her, but helpless within an automata that was utterly obedient to whoever held the Korosuvra.
Right? Mm-hmm. Utterly obedient.
Did you already read that? And I missed
it? Did, but it's all right. No, you did it better.
Okay. Sorry.
No. So yeah, exactly. So I think you're right.
I was interpreting that as like controlling, basically. Like they become an automata.
Right. And you brought up the Adam, right? Like it seems very, very, very similar to the Adam.
But worse.
Yeah, but worse because
because you can't channel near. I mean, yeah.
This is like an Adam plus, right?
Yeah.
Because she tastes and feels like what.
He was just rubbing the box, and she's like, "Oh, that's me.
Like,
how dare you?"
It hurts. Yeah. Oh, I love it. It hurts. I love it.
Yeah.
All right. Is there anything else in any of these chapters 21 through 25?
Brother Dan, let me just say, it was so cool to see her experience of that as it was happening to her.
Right.
With all the knowledge that she knows, she knew exactly what was happening, and she was like, no. Like, any other character, you would have to do some sort of, explanation. Well, here's the box that's going to control you forever and ever. And, you know what I'm saying? Like for her to... Right. The way he wrote it, for her to experience it, and for us to learn about it for the first time, wow. It was so cool. So well done.
Yeah, it did introduce this foreign object of great magical power in an interesting way that wasn't like, oh, she had seen that before. It was a mind trapped. And she had used, it kind of bled the information in instead of dumping it.
Yep, absolutely. So well done. Go, Josh. So,
if you put an Aes Sedai in a Korosuvra, would they be able to break the 3 oaths?
Ooh.
Oh, that's a good one.
Or for that matter, in an Adam. Okay, and then as far as the second Korosuvra is concerned, what other dead... Are there other dead Forsaken? Lanfear?
Maybe.
Trying to think who else could be reincarnated and brought under control the same way that Moghedien is being. Lanfear is the only other one I can think of.
Well, what about our first 2 in Eye of the World who get?
Yeah, it could be Agenor. Well, they're in new bodies.
Okay, both of them.
I mean, Agenor and Bethamiel. Right? They come back as Osingir and Arangar.
Yeah. Got you.
I don't know.
What about Robin?
Yeah, could be Robin. Yeah, I guess that's true.
He dead.
He is dead.
Yeah.
We don't know what happened to Asmodean.
Right. Mm-hmm. I think Asmodean's gone. If I had to guess. I don't think we'll be seeing the likes of him again.
That's a hot take.
That is a hot take, I know, right? Oh, fucking read off is what that
read off. All right, so what we will do for next week, we will be ambitious. We'll do 26 through 31. That's 6 chapters.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
So what chapters? 26 through what?
31.
31.
And at the beginning of 32, which is called Sealed to the Flame. So we'll stay away from that one. And I mean, we could do it, but just thematically within it makes more sense to hold off.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good.
All right. Well, let's thank Sadai for joining us.
Thank you, Kay.
We love. Oh, see.
Oh, Brother Dan.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah.
Karri John's daughter. She's 8. She drew this picture of me.
All right, everyone. We'll see you next week.
It looks just like me.
Read and fuck off. This is The Way of the Leaf.